Susan Sarandon is among the progressives who are aggrieved by the mainstream media, including MSNBC. Today, MSNBC announced that they're going to lean right, and they're advertising all their right-wing pundits. So coincidentally, Jordan Chariton, TYT reporter, caught up with Susan Sarandon on the campaign trail where she's supporting Bernie Sanders. Here's what she had to say about the media.
And then I understood why we're in the bind that we're in, because people are getting stirred up by headlines, are getting stirred up by, oh, he's a social, by that attitude, by that constant attitude. I was watching on MSNBC them comparing, what Hillary Clinton had said about her emails with what was actually found. And I thought they were going to burst into tears. They were actually audibly sighing. And Micah who was the only one who was trying to almost say she lied.
I really don't want to be the one delivering this, but I got to tell you, this is really hard to believe. It feels like she's lying straight out.
Heartbreaking, to see this happen, and yet I don't see it again now, anybody talking about it. So I think that we've gotten so far away from journalism, from having discussions, and when you see the way what happens in Europe when someone says something and it's not true, then someone pushes and someone asks further and someone gets information, and the dumbing down of the electorate has taken place. And I think that there's profit in that.
So, the one that she pointed out, at first when I watched the interview that Jordan did with her, and you can catch all of it on youtube.com/TYTpolitics, I thought, that's interesting, right? I'm not sure that's a great example, because that's Mika on Morning Joe. That's a conservative who's heartbroken over Hillary Clinton, proven to be lying about her emails. Now, Mika's theoretically supposed to be a liberal, but that's a huge joke, right? But then upon rewatching it, I realized, no, she's exactly right. Because that's Mika, who's not really a conservative or a liberal. She's just exactly what almost every other anchor on television is, pro-establishment. So when she sees this establishment candidate like Hillary Clinton, who they've been telling you these are honorable people, and you should trust them wholeheartedly, she seems crestfallen, like, oh my God, Hillary Clinton might have lied to us. Oh, I don't want to be the one to say this. Could a politician have lied to you? Of course they could have lied to you. They lie to you all the time. And so, did Hillary Clinton mislead on her emails? Of course she did. That's not a big surprise. That's not a heartbreaking story. The only reason why you guys didn't cover it before is because you're part of the establishment, and the establishment decided, okay, this is not a real issue in the primaries. Later in the general election, we'll make it a huge issue. But in the primaries, we can't have Bernie Sanders winning. That guy would rock the boat. That is not going to be a real issue. And here, the primaries are almost over. Great. Crestfallen. Oh my God, the Honorable Secretary of State and former Senator from New York might have besmirched her reputation by lying a little bit. Who are you guys kidding, man? It's just repulsive to see them stick up for all these politicians who we know generally they take money, they take political stances based on the money, based on what they think is going to benefit them. Look, one more thing about this. Hillary Clinton has two positions that are so unconscionable, and yet these people are, again, shocked and chagrined to find out she might actually be playing politics. Back in the Iraq War, do you really think that she thought it was a good idea to go to Iraq? If you think that she thought it was a wonderful idea to go to Iraq, well then I question your judgment as well as hers, right? And then you should be thinking, hey, boy, that's the person I want to put in the chair that's going to make decisions. But most likely, most of you realize she didn't necessarily think it was the right thing to do. She certainly didn't think that Saddam Hussein had done 9/11. She knew that wasn't the case, right? She thought it would help her politically to vote that way. She was willing to risk hundreds of thousands of lives, and eventually those lives in the form of civilians in Iraq got killed. 5,000 of our soldiers got killed. Tens of thousands wounded and mutilated because it helped her career a little bit. And then she was against gay marriage as late as 2012. She never shows up to the fight when you need her, progressives. She shows up after you've already won. In 2013, oh yeah, gay marriage. I meant sure, yes, of course I'm in favor of gay. You guys won already? Fantastic. I meant I'm in favor of gay marriage. So all this political wheeling and dealing, yet MSNBC and everyone else on TV, the honorable ladies and gentlemen were not really honorable? Shocked to find out there's been gambling in this establishment all along. So yes, Susan Sarandon is right in her disgust for MSNBC and all of the others. So now that MSNBC has proudly declared that they are leaning right, I think like a lot of other progressives, Sarandon is saying, MSNBC, yeah. Why can't you leave good enough alone? That's actually well enough. Anyways.